speaker is going to be an amazing mentor, friend-tour of mine. All the people that are going to be speaking are mentors and friend-tours of mine, just so y'all know. They are super high-level business owners and work with the best in the world. So I'm super excited to introduce a content genius, legend, the way he works with content, the way he does whenever we got problems. Me and Kenny got a problem. We calling him, and we hitting him with the
Geek Squad energy.
Yep. Geek Squad energy.
Yes.
The drive is down. All
Yes.
the content from the movies on it. What do we do now?
Yes. Yes. And he gets those same calls from me about different things, but in the same manner. This is Geek Squad, the GOAT, the Geek Squad GOAT of ours.
Yeah. So E is just an amazing human being, and what he does. As far as what he does with his clients, what he does personally, and what he does even with his own family, is just amazing work. So I just want you guys to be able to take knowledge, take a lot of notes, because he's going to be giving a lot of sauce on this, and he has over a decade of experience, done everything from high-end movies all the way to famous TikTok, a million views.
The most famous TikTok.
The most famous. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are trying to get into the content game and learn, this is really someone that has a lot of tenure in the game and could really give you that wisdom that we need to really take it to the next level. Because you can add your sauce to some of the techniques he's going to share with y'all, and it's going to be out of here very, very quickly, all right? So without further ado, I want to introduce my brother, Eugene Etre Productions. Give it up. Stand up. Give a round of applause. Let's go. There we go.
All right, so you guys know a little bit about me. My name is Eugene Bush, Etre Productions, as they said. I've been doing high-level content and production for over 10 years. Started off in Chicago. 5 years ago, my family and I moved to Atlanta to do production. When we say high-level production, we mean really at the highest levels. I've had folks from T.I., Kevin Hart in front of my camera, right? If you see my reel, I've done videos for Tyrese, right? Heineken and Hennessy are some of my clients. They flew me all over the country. I've literally done video in 3 different countries and over half the states in this country, right? That's how much video I've done. And I also have my family. We've gone to do video in production with them. So my wife is a writer. She started writing about 8 years ago. And we were really intentional about producing everything she wrote. Our latest film just won 2 different awards. So not entered in, we won awards.
Let's go.
Yep. And it's now got distribution. The film's called Mediator, so you guys can check that out on Tubi if you have time, right? But my wife is a writer at Tyler Perry Studios. Have y'all heard of that? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. And she got there because of content, of what people saw, right? She writes on now 8 shows over there. She didn't start off in the coffee area or as a PA. She literally started off writing at the highest level because they saw and they were attracted to what she's doing. So what I want to give y'all in the next 30 minutes, this is what he gave me, is the tips on how you attract your clients versus you chasing your clients. It's so much easier to get their attention, to attract them to you, and then you answer questions and everything else, than it is to try to chase them down and be like, hey, do you want my services? Hey, do you want my services? Right? That's exactly how my wife got into the studio, right? We attracted the studio. We didn't chase them, right? That's how I got an agent, right? My son, we have 3 kids. My oldest is 23. Any 23-year-olds in here? I was like, y'all look young. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, my son's last check from TikTok was $6,000, right? For 3 videos. Okay, he makes about $6,000 to $10,000 a month at 23 years old, right? He's got 1.4 million followers on his TikTok, right? And this dude didn't start off when he was 2 doing videos. He literally started off when he was about 19, right? Had a passion, was like, Dad, I want to do something in my life. I don't really know what to do. And I'm like, son, this is what we do. We do content. I produce. Your mother writes. You gonna have to get into the game, right? And he got in the game. He followed the strategy. He got his followers up, and now he's making checks off of his content alone.
What's the TikTok?
His TikTok is just Genoa, JUST_Genoa, Genoah. I love when people ask, too, because they try to validate. Yes, check us out. Check us out, absolutely. JUST_JENOAH, just Genoa. And my Instagram and TikTok is Etre Productions, ETRE Productions. And so after building up all these other people, I'm usually behind the scenes guy, right? I got my degree in IT. Got my degree in IT some years ago. Did corporate America for 18 years. Made a shitload of money. Made enough money to realize money's not the answer. Because for a long time, I was chasing the bag. But then when I got the bag, I was like, why do I still feel empty, right? And that's why I changed my whole career, whole direction, and was like, that's it. I need to move into media because that's really what made me happy. I want to be an actor, right? And so I started auditioning. I wasn't getting hired to audition. Picked up cameras, like, that's it. I'm going to start producing my own content.
But you're still a handsome guy.
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I started producing my own content. And from there, my first music video that we did made it to the top 10 gospel charts, right? That was my first music video. And then it went off from there, right? So we realized, oh, this must be a gift, right? So that's kind of my start, right? And today, along with helping my son, along with helping my wife and all that she's writing, along with producing almost everything at the Legacy Center. So you guys been to the Legacy Center yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Legacy Center, I like to tell people, the Legacy Center is a $3.5 million building. Well, it was really $2.3 million, and they put money into it to build it up. But we raised $14 million with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. We did that primarily. When I say primarily, I mean 98% of that money was raised through Instagram. 14 million. Right? So we're not talking about little numbers. Folks think that social media is just something fun, just something as a hobby, right? If you're using social media and you're just scrolling, you're not making any money doing it, you're doing it wrong. That's not what it's for. Most people are consumers on social media. They are scrolling, which makes the producers, the ones who put out information and put out content, more valuable. Because if you could be the one that's putting out the content that they're watching, you're the one that's making the money. As long as you're the one that's watching everything, you're giving them all the money, right? So we want the first tip, if you're going to write anything down, is you need to convert from consumers to producers. It's a mindset. You are no longer going to consume information on social media. If you find yourself scrolling for hours and you haven't posted anything, ain't said nothing, and commented, then no, you are a consumer. And all you're doing is getting somebody else rich, right? You have to be a producer. Okay? Producers put out what they want. Now, what you put out doesn't have to be super original. And that's going to be the cheat code that I give y'all today. Most people think, well, in order to produce, I got to come up with my own storyboard, my own script, my own budget, my own, right? I got to have an I Daydream studio. I got to have clouds in the sky with colors and a backdrop and mics and right? Even though this is lit. This is lit. They got clouds. Okay, this is super lit, right? I got to do content here now. You don't have to start off here, right? They didn't start off here,
Facts.
right? So people keep getting confused. They think, well, if I'm not doing it like them, I can't do it. No, this is their chapter 10. Now, they're well on their way to chapter 20 and 30 and more. But this is their chapter 10. This may be y'all's chapter 1. So don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 10. Compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 1. Where did
Don't compare them at all.
Or don't compare at all, right? And do what you got to do with what you got, right? So that's why I teach people is come in, and this is how I built my empire. I started off with what I had. When I did my first music video, I did not know how to do a music video. They actually came to me, the artist came to me, she was doing life insurance. And she was like, hey, can you do a music video? Because I had done some other video stuff. And I was like, of course I can. I look back at my wife like, I don't know what the fuck. I never did a music video. She's like, I got $5,000 for you to do this music video. Yep. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Now, this is 15 years ago, too, right? She's like, I got $5,000 for this one video. And I was like, yep, we gonna make sure this happens. And I heard them say confidence, right? That's what it was. It was, I had a confidence that although I don't know what it is you're asking of me, I'm confident in my ability to figure it out. And I don't have to tell you that I don't know what it is I'm doing. I'm going to give you all the confidence that I'm going to figure it out. Right? And so that's exactly how I moved. I was like, cool, $5,000, got it. I took that money. I went to the Columbia College, which was a big college in Chicago. I went straight to Columbia College and I was like, hey, I need some students that can teach me how to work these cameras. Right? And I'll pay you to do it. So I took all that money and I paid someone else to teach me how to use my own equipment. Right? That's how I figured it out. And we won awards on that first music video.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to just jump in there, right? Most people that you see, that you think got it together, they don't got it together. Here's another secret. Y'all ain't got to put this on. Maybe edit this out. What's so dope is because I'm in the room with the Heineken, the Hennessy's, the Tyrese's, right? The Tyler Perry's. We see what's happening at the $1 billion level. Have y'all ever watched a Tyler Perry movie and was like, why would they do that?
Yes.
Okay, she said it's so wild. Oh, that was so confident.
She's seen all of them.
That was all. She was like, yes. Okay, wow. But I tell people, it's like, do you understand you're critiquing? You have the ability to critique a billionaire? Have y'all ever seen a movie on TV and was like, why would they even put that on there? Like, what? Right? Or a viral video. I'm like, why is that going viral? Like, what? Why are they making money? You ever look at people like that? Well, you're seeing the inside of somebody else, their flaws. But they are not scared of their flaws. They're putting it out there, flaws and all, making all the money, while most people are looking at the critiquing it, making no money. Right? And that's, again, you're transitioning. You're no longer going to be scared of your flaws. Don't be looking at what you're missing, what you're lacking, what you don't have. I can't talk. I can't present. I don't have my elevator pitch, whatever. King got up there, said, look, I ain't got it. This is what I do got. Yep. But you walked away with more. Yep. Right? You walked away with the pitch. If you didn't have the confidence to get up there and admit that you were flawed, you wouldn't have gotten more. Yep. Right? You got to be have the courage to put yourself out there even when you don't have it figured out. Now, I tell y'all that because in social media world, that's how this world works. In the social media world, I have multiple influencers, probably a dozen, and I can show you, my list. I've got a dozen pages that I personally manage. I shoot, edit, distribute all of their content. We are making, my highest client, we're making over 100 grand a month from Facebook. On the low end, making a couple thousand a month.
Hold up. Because when you say Facebook, what do you mean by that? Are you saying Facebook is paying them out? Or are you saying they're converting from their businesses like to sales?
I'm just going to show you.
He's going to show you the hard facts today.
I'm just going to show you. This is my Etre page, has made $0, right, in the last month, right? Now, I can't show you the other clients' pages, but this is the Creator Studio, right? Creator Studio tracks exactly how much, once you monetize your page, it tells you exactly how much you make on each video. When you post a video and you monetize that video, you'll see the exact numbers that you make on that video. Okay, so see this one, 41 cents. 7 cents.
Money coming in.
Okay, 7 cents. Right now, again, I've got.
Yeah. So Facebook Creator Studio is the back end of Facebook, right? And this is where, as a creative, when you're creating content.
It's here, Creator Studio, right there.
Yep. You can download that app. You can also schedule content on there. You can do a lot of different cool things with your content. I'll actually upload your videos and all that stuff directly in there and all that. So this is how you can schedule it out and have like a month of content planned out and do it in the back end. Okay? And this is also where you would see, like he's showing you all the statistics on what you're, this is like the way YouTube pays out for people running ads on YouTube videos. Facebook is doing the same thing. So that's when he's talking about the earnings from Facebook, he's saying directly Facebook is paying his clients for posting videos. That's it. Not selling products. Not doing anything else. Just the actual video content is making them 100K.
Yep. And it's strategy, right? You all like understand most people that are winning, it's not a fluke, right? We've been able to systemize this. We've been able to do it so much I can reproduce it with other people, right? So like I did it with my wife, did it with my son. I was like, you know what? If I'm so dope, I'm the back end dude. Why don't I do it with me? Let me see if I can make myself a celebrity. I'm the one holding the camera most of the time, right? Now, I sit on 100,000 followers on my TikTok, 20,000 on my Instagram, right? I'm the one that get no attention, right? So I'm like, let me do it for me. Then I went another step further. I'm like, let me see who else I can do it with. So I had an artist friend. I was like, you're an artist, you're a singer. Let's let you go viral. Now, this particular artist, I'm going to pull up her page because I like receipts. I like receipts. Right. So this particular artist, she sang on 16 songs with Kanye, wrote songs with Kanye, John Legend, Alicia Keys, right? She's toured with Talib Kweli, she's touring now with Slick Rick the Ruler, right? She is dope in real life, but online she was unknown. And that's a lot of people's problems. In real life, y'all dope. Y'all know y'all can make the connects. In the streets, you known, right? You can do that. But in the digital world, don't nobody know you. Ain't nobody messing with you, right? It's because you ain't talking the right language. All you gotta do is translate that thing a little bit, and you can move that dopeness from real life into the digital world, right? And that's what we did for her. So her name is Tari Teray. When I started working with her, Tari had 4,000 followers. Somewhere around there, 5,000 followers, right? I started working with her. I'm like, just implement these strategies, sis. That's all you got to do, right? Start showing your dopeness consistently. That's really the key for her. She was showing it. She was being dope. She just wasn't doing it consistently enough. And that's another people's problem, a lot of people's problem. You put out a dope video, you get hyped for a month, for a couple weeks, you in it. But then that second month, now you're falling off. Now you're posting once a week. Oh man, but the last videos didn't work. You know, I'm tired. You don't know how close you are to the finish line until you keep going. You don't know nobody knows which video is going to hit. I can't even tell you which video is going to hit. I can tell you if you implement these strategies, guaranteed one of them will hit. Guaranteed. That's just how the algorithm works. It's going to turn around in your favor. So she got to 100. She's at 108,000 followers now. I'm going to show you the video that did it for her. Right? And again, look, she's getting 200 views, 500 views, 600 views. How do you have 100,000 followers and you're getting this many views? Too many people make the mistake of looking at the views and thinking that's the only stat you're looking at. That's not the only stat you're looking at. That's a part of the pie. We do want to look at that, right? But once she has another viral video, all those numbers go up. So I'm going to show you. Let's go down. It was a while ago. Now, again, she's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's actually a Grammy-nominated songwriter. But it wasn't any of that. It wasn't the Grammys. Here it is. 5.1 million views.
What she do that?
Let me see if y'all can hear. 5.1 million views on this video. Right. Her Big Apple. Okay. That's the video that went viral. Grammy nominated, Kanye West singer, touring, Slick Rick, John Legend, all these accolades.
That one, bro. Not the top.
Okay. Do y'all see what happens? In the digital world, most people don't care about your resume. In the digital world, they want to be educated, they want to be entertained, or they want to be enlightened. That's what they care about. Write that down. You want to educate, you want to entertain, and you want to enlighten. Now, if you can do all three of those at the same time, you're killing the game. These are real results that people are getting, right? Y'all following so far? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so now the strategy. How do you get there? We talked about the app. So in the app, Content Creators app, you'll see it looks like that right there. Content Creators app. I have a whole course in there. Now, the course don't even cost y'all anything. I mean, it's $14 to download this app for the month for you to get the game on how you can increase your followers and how you can go viral yourself, right? Jay Morrison's most viral video, he got over 6 million views on his page. It went to Twitter, 13 million. Shade Room reposted it. Hollywood Unlocked reposted it. All these other people posted it. Every time they reposted it, millions of views, right? It was him changing in his tunics. He was changing suits, right? But him changing suits got him so much activity to his real estate business. So stop thinking that you can only lead with what you want people to accept. That's not how the internet works. You don't have to, if you're selling HVAC, who's HVAC? If you're selling HVAC, you don't always have to lead with HVAC. Yes, mix in the HVAC, right? but lead with your personality. You have to find something that the world wants from you. There's something in each and every one of you that the universe is calling from you, right? And it generally, sometimes it starts from your pain, right? Or your purpose. But it's something that the world needs. I need to know how you do your hair, right? I need to know how you do your skincare. I need to know how you navigate your children. I need to know, King, how do you deal with, come out the streets, whatever, right? There's something in each and every one of you that the world, the universe is like, I need this. This is why you're here. This is why you're born at this time, because I need this from you. There's something on the inside of all of us that needs to come out. You'll discover what needs to come out by putting it out. You don't discover what needs to come out by hoping, wishing, contemplating, thinking. The days of first impressions where, I want to put out my best work first because you only get the one chance to make a first impression, those are gone. Those days are gone. I can reinvent myself online as many times as I want. Because the internet, most people's, their memories are short. You got a 1 week window. So even if, that should encourage you, because even if I mess up, if I have a sex tape that goes out there and I go viral for a sex tape, guess what? In 2 weeks, I can reinvent myself. Y'all only know me, and even he knows me, right? Before he came down here, through my content, through what I put out. He didn't really know me until he got here. But he knew me through what I presented myself to be. So that's the opportunity you have with the internet. You can present yourselves how you want to be presented. And don't be afraid to present wrong. There is no wrong answer. It's all data. So if you present something and people aren't accepting it, like, okay, cool, well, they don't like my haircuts. Right? Let me go over to talk about my relationships. Okay, cool, that didn't work out. They don't like my relationships. Okay, let me talk about my business. Oh, they like the business. Oh, but they don't like the business what I'm selling. Maybe they like the business because I'm being silly about it. Or I'm making fun of it. Or I'm talking trash about competitors. Or I'm doing reviews. Or there's so many options when it comes to content. There's so many options, and it's all not commercial, right? People think, well, if I got a business, I just need a commercial that profiles my business, all of what I do. That's not how it is. The best content actually sneaks in your business. It doesn't lead with the business, right? So me sitting here talking to you all, right? If I had a clothing line, if I was just sitting up here, rocking my clothing line, right? I wouldn't have to say anything. I could just stand up here and speak to you all and kind of, rock certain material, right? And somebody is going to ask, yo, what you said was so dope, man. And, bro, where you get that shirt from? Like, where's that logo come from? You sneak it in. I don't actually have to tell you that I'm wearing my logo from my company, from my app, and this is what I do. I ain't got to do that. All I do is present me and just have on who I am, and it will subliminally catch for people. All right? That's how you got to think of your businesses. Okay? So in the app, we have a course, Let's Go Viral, right? The minute you download the app, you go to the course, it'll give you all the strategies on what we use for people to go viral, right? And then in the community, here's where the sauce happens. In the community, every week, I give you over a dozen trends. Every week. So now people don't have to think about, oh man, what do I post? What do I talk about? You go into the community and you pick a trend and you do the trend. That's it. And if you really feeling good, the consistency is why most people fail. So what I do with my clients is we don't try to shoot and edit every day. We pick one day out of the week, actually 2 days out of the month. And one day we're able to shoot 14 pieces of content so that we can post every day. But it's not taking all of our time every day to try to make this happen. How do we do that? Because I go into the app myself, right? And when I meet with a client, I'm like, okay, what's your vision? We said HVAC. Who had the book business?
Well,
So you're selling a
consumer law. That's what I really do.
What is it?
My consumer law.
Consumer law.
Yes.
Okay, all right, hold on. We gonna make this. We're gonna do this right here. So we gonna make a video for you, right? Using the app. It's gonna be a viral video. All right, so I'm just gonna do don't do that. So
Don't do that. Don't do that. I know what you're doing. Don't do that. I know what you're doing. Listen to me. Don't do that.
don't do that. Don't do that. I know what you're doing. Don't do that. I'm not doing. Don't do that.
Listen to me.
Okay.
That's consumer law.
Don't do that.
Do you see how quick this is? It's a viral video. Here's what you're supposed to do. There are trends that happen like this all the time. Here's what makes it a trend. If I click the sound, 11,000 people have done this video. It's trending. I find them for you.
Oh, I will be on there every day.
Okay, so you go in, you say, oh, don't do that. So what's something in consumer law that you would tell people don't do that?
Don't let them report
FTC.
repossession.
Right.
No bankruptcies. Bankruptcy is illegal. Stuff
Late
like that.
payments is illegal.
Late payments is illegal. So if you see
Don't do that.
if you see a late payment or late payment, what'd you say? Not bankruptcy. A bankruptcy, repossession.
Child
If you see
support, not supposed to be.
repossession, child support, whatever, don't do that. Don't let them put that on your report.
Don't let them do that.
Don't do that.
Do that.
Don't do that. That's a good one.
You see how easy that is?
Yes.
You put that on a viral sound, you're going to get a bump from the fact that it's a viral sound. Right? It's an entertaining way to educate.
Yeah.
So you hit those
What?
two.
Huh? That's catchy.
It's catchy. It's a hack. Right? That's the sauce. You want a lot of your content, not all of it, 100% of your content shouldn't be viral content, but like 75% of it could be, right? That's what Tari experienced. That's what many of my clients experienced, right? She just did a trend along with her other stuff. And what's dope is when she did the trend, so I'm going to go back to that. Once that video hit, her profile went crazy. Every other video with that went crazy. Like all the videos went crazy. They went ham.
You just need one is basically what you say.
To get the traffic.
All we need is that attention.
Are we doing that?
The new currency today is attention. It's not money. The one who masters getting attention is the one who gets the money.
Say it again. Say it again.
The one who masters getting attention is the one who gets the money.
Yes, sir.
And then you guys can see we got 12, 12, 12, 5. You can see I can keep scrolling. You don't have to do the trends this week because these are the hot trends that are this week. You can go back months and do the trends months ago. And you'll be the reason why they reinvigorate, right? If you come up with something creative. So you never have to worry about now, what do I do with this app? All right?
Updated every single week.
Every week. And I go live. I'm actually going live tonight. I go live in the app. So you'll see this live content section at the bottom here. In the live content, you'll see how to make trends your own, how to monetize your Facebook. I go in and show you Creator Studio. Live with Rod Meanger. Rod Meanger's another client that, as a comedian, wasn't getting any attention, did a video, went viral, and started going crazy. Right? Jessica the Prankster, another client. She's at 4 million followers on her TikTok, 2 million on her YouTube. Right? Another client, Chester Gregory, another one. Like, he's the one. Chester Gregory is a Broadway star, bona fide Broadway star that could sing, could dance. He was Berry Gordy in Motown, right? But online, no activity. Started working with him, and he found his niche. We thought his niche was going to be singing. We tried those videos, it wasn't taking off. He started talking about horoscopes. And now he's a horoscope guy, like over hundreds of thousands of views, talking about horoscopes, right? But from his horoscopes, somebody found out he was dropping an album, gave him $56,000 toward his album because they loved his content.
Wow.
He who masters getting attention gets the money. Right? Y'all got to get the attention. Okay? All right, so that's all I got. Any questions?
Any questions for my brother Etre? Let's go.
We can talk about this all day.
Etre.